Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special 4th of July episode of Day Job. We're going to be doing a little bit of that sweet, sweet blue sun, and we're going to be seeing how we do, and we're going to blow some people up. So let's do it. Oh yeah, gotta murder some people. The list is in the show notes. This is the Minnesota regional winner. I haven't had any time to really make any adjustments to it, but it looks pretty solid, so let's give it a whirl and see how we do. I like the saucy audacity to try to close the game. Come on. Come on. Anytime now. There we go. Alice. Good luck, have fun. Sure. Well, here we go. I guess we're probably just gonna lose. 2 agendas lost early is pretty rough. And we don't really have the opportunity to outmoney our opponent. Yep, something bugged. Good game. An inauspicious start. So what is the future of meat damage kill, I wonder? We're losing Plascrete. We're losing New Angeles City Hall. I think that's going to make it a lot better. Huh. Yeah, that works. Let's get the oversight in there. I want that sweet loot. Get that money. Get that money. Fair. Alright. So things are getting interesting. So now we're just going to go that into a new server. That into a new server. And then IPO. Actually, I probably should have saved IPO and used restructure, because IPO I could have used if we got like Siphon down closer to the 8 range. IPO is a really good card, but I really don't want to have to buy 2 copies of Terminal Directive to get 2 sets of it. How's the stream strength? I'm getting a little bit of net lag on my end. Make sure we've got good frames. Ooh, we're dropping frames. What is going on? That's really weird. I haven't had frames drop in a really long time. Wonder if something must be going on with the internet. Come on in, get that global food. Alright, so things are going to get a lot easier for us now, because we're going to have the sweetest double Atlas counter. What is going on with... Is there downloads going somewhere in my house? I don't know what's going on. Alright, so now we go get the mid-season. We need to give them 6 tags, so the total trace needs to be 21. So we have to play this and add 15 to it. And then we put Hive on R&D. All right. And that's game. Pew pew. Pew pew. Alright. Let's get another game going. Gonna shoot people with some fireworks. I honestly have no freaking clue what is going on with the stream. We're dropping frames. I never have internet problems. But who knows? You drop the bit rate a little bit, see if that helps. Alright, so what are other people doing with kill decks? Anything interesting? Mulligan. Vaya con Dios. Oof. Are they gonna get the twofer? Better lucky than good. I like that. If that's a third agenda, I'm going to be very upset. Turn 1. All right. So we need to lock down the servers ASAP. Because mid-season replacement only has one more. So we're 1-1 for people who are just joining us. But our opponent has top-decked 3 agendas on 4 runs. Based on my luck thus far, they're just going to top deck an agenda. Oh, but that'll be game. Yep, good game. Alright, I might be switching to sync here in a minute if we keep having this really poor performance from Blue Sun. Alright, so, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going too gung-ho, but we'll see. Come on. All right. Looks like. All right. Wow. Okay. Oh, so this is some sort of Hive Mind super access deck. That'll be neat. So if we want the kill, we basically have to bait out a run, which is fine. So let's do exactly that, if we can. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought they were playing Queen's Gambit. I was about to get very excited. I find this type of deck very interesting out of max as opposed to noise, but our opponent is not gonna run, so we've just got to go. Also, giving them the bad pub with the personal workshop might hopefully incentivize them to run. Mr. Grumpy suits himself. Hostile takeover. No, the fixes is part of the Jinteki stuffs. Trying to blow up some people. Hopefully. The good news is if our opponent does steal an agenda or run, or yeah, if they steal an agenda, I'm just gonna blow the shit out of their Hive Mind with Hunter Seeker. Hey. Yeah, well, thank you for joining us, Ian. Discarding a lot of cards. Alright, so we have full combo ready. And we're ready to force the run, which is always exciting. Because basically next agenda we draw, we just windmill it into the server and force them to run it so we can kill them. Or if it's an Atlas, we just Audacity win the game the easy way. But that's the no fireworks way. But with this type of like can of whoop ass, Hive Mind noise shenanigans, we probably just gotta play it safe. They're contemplating doing their super turn way earlier than they wanted. Okay. Let's do it. Force the run off of this. So I don't think that they can get up to strength unless they're running Surge, which is perfectly possible. So then, when they face check this, we're going to kill... Well, no, I guess they can combo Parasite and Darwin to be able to get through it. But they might not have enough money. Oh, weird. My stream box is still running for Twitch. I need to switch over. Alright. So we're doing the thing. So let's res it. I forgot to change out my Streamlab outputs. Alright, so let's see what our opponent does here. Oh. Thank you, Russell. So it's worth noting, even if they get this, their game plan is completely over. So that's a strength 6 parasite. Still got to get Darwin out. So they got to go get that. Now we can't kill them next turn. But, and we can't hunt both Hunter Seeker and Consulting Visit unless we draw the mid-season, which would be preferable. So, I don't know, what's the better play here? Is it getting rid of the Hive Mind with Hunter Seeker, or is it slapping all the tags on? I feel like, based on the money that they have, it's probably getting all the tags on. Well, this is going to get weird. We're probably just going to lose here. I forgot that Hive doesn't have any subroutines. So we're just getting blown out by junk all day. Yep, good game. All right, let's do it. I don't know, maybe I'm just super rusty on the murder plays. Maybe that's it. Murder, murder, murder. Public sympathy in a Kate deck, so that's interesting. There's Gordian. Alright. So let's be cheaty faces. Prepaid, interesting. I guess more room for holding the events. Kind of a pseudo Plascrete as well. We only over advance atlases here if we can. Gotta get that sweet, those sweet points. Mother Goddess. My God. I hope you're playing Atman. You're not playing Atman. Cool. So we got Atlas counters for days now. Let's go ahead and score that. However, we're probably never going to kill them now. I don't know why I just used an Atlas counter for that, but don't mind me. So, for everybody watching, I imagine I've got a lot more UK and Euro people than anybody else. But I appreciate everybody taking time out of your morning to watch the stream. It means a lot to have people come hang out with me while I'm working on my stuff. I'm just trying to entice our opponent, you know, just give them like a little taste. Just a little taste of it. Yeah, well, thank you everybody. All of this expansion of the channel wouldn't be possible without the people who support me on Patreon. The link is in the show notes below. Any amount helps. There's a lot of different donation tiers that give you different rewards from me. Hey, maybe monthly things aren't really your bag. Maybe you don't really like commitment. I've also turned on a tip jar where you can just give me a one-time donation. That's also in the show notes. Check it out. Alright, so if our opponent doesn't start doing anything, we're just gonna go get the GFI and put it in there. Yeah, well, I'm as close to you or your time zone without being in the UK or Europe as possible, except for if I was in like the Azores. Battering ram. Okay. Sure, I want you to at least spend some money on it, so spend some money on it, please. so that I might kill you. You're so dead. If you hit anything on this pull, you're dead. Since it's a mathematical impossibility. Oh, I really wish. Why? I wanted you to die. Why couldn't you hit something? Alright, so let's just jam it. Morning, Aubrey. I sit on a throne of ill-begotten energy bucks. What is Blue Sun gonna do when Oversight AI leaves this game? Like, I honestly do not know. Middle one doesn't do anything. Yeah, but this is funnier. This drains all of their money. Mother Goddess is still going to keep them out, Thomas, but this way it also just, like, completely removes all of their money. Oh. My opponent wants to just take their money back. Sure. So, that's game. Good game. Live stream. Lieutenant Dan, live stream. Hey, Garg. Wizard! I don't like this hand again. Alright. So, if this version of Wizard is not running over, or David, we should be able to just do this. So, we're gonna go HQ, and then we're gonna oversight that shit. Because this is our best chance to start the game with lots of money. Good luck, have fun. I'm a fan of it. The jacket that Zero Cool is wearing is very similar to the jacket that Noise wears in his standard art. Alright, so the good news is if our opponent has Desperado, the odds that they are playing Account Siphon is quite low. So we're going to pick this up. We're going to draw mandatorily. We'll put that on HQ, that on R&D, and then restructure. I have to imagine there's some Temujins in here, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the good stuff Anarch, you know, try to make things as efficient as possible type of play, which, you know, is very solid. I'm probably going to get the Jackson down next turn and draw for the rush. It's not as good as you remember, but it's so bad it's good. It's so bad. One of my favorite just horrific scenes of, like, it was such a beautiful time because Hollywood, I mean, they still don't, just have no idea how computers work. Like, he just pulls out the 2 floppy disks with the viruses on them, like they're guns, like he's a hotshot, and it's just like an awe-inspiringly painful scene. It's just so awkward, and it's so good. And just the way that, like, people don't use handles in real life. Like, people have handles and they're only used in like online. I think that's one of the other things. It's like, no one calls me Code Marvelous in real life. Most people are always just like, hey, I like your content, may I call you Dan? So, like, the fact that that entire movie, everybody is just calling each other by their handles is just incredible. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Alright, so now we can do some MoGo shenanigans once we get our next real agenda. Mr. Code Marvelous. Alright, so we're going to install Advance, and then hit that, and then depending on what their money situation is, I might not go get it. I might not save it if we can kill them. Oh yeah, come on. Hit it with just like, not like 1 click left, so you can't like fully money up. Just a mwah. No, I've been up against a lot of really strange stuff, so we're off to a little bit of a slow start. But Blue Sun is always kind of hit or miss. Yeah, it's exciting. Oh, you're just gonna let me have it? Okay, so let's advance. Let's score. Let's restructure. Now let's put that in there. Money. So much money. Yog. Let's get MoGo. Alright, so this Enigma is going to need to be overwritten very quickly. Oh, I was hoping they had maybe... Yeah, let's do it. MoGo BS is life. MoGo, be a dick. That's one of the funniest things that Blue Sun can do, since they can move the ice that they need to use around. There's the trick where if you get a good setup, you can, if you have an agenda, you put the MoGo in the scoring remote, and then they can't get in if they don't have AI. And then when turns when you don't have it, you move it onto R&D or HQ, depending on what you're up against, and you just basically are just riding this 1/4 cost piece of ice to victory. It's one of the most frustrating things to be up against in Netrunner, but it does work really well. Because my opponent knows that that's what's there. So they're just, I don't know if maybe they have an AI. They might be on Faust. Or they might be hoping that they can maybe pressure me into resing something else. But unless they're account siphoning, or even if they're account siphoning, but unless they're doing some sort of multi-axis on R&D, I'm not resing anything. Ooh, discarding that Plascrete. Alright, so we've got kill combo engaged. So I might even start letting our opponent through. So MCA is kind of not great against Street Informant. Or Street Peddler. Street Informant. What am I even talking about? I really hope we don't just win by MoGo Rush Cheese. That would be so lame. Now, there is a Clippy in the bin, right? Yes, there is a Clippy in the bin. So I cannot oversight with impunity. Because if they have $11 or $10 plus the bad pub, they can just break whatever I oversight. But that also makes them broke, so that's not terrible. Okay, so we are going to win because next turn I'm just going to Atlas for the other Atlas and Audacity to close the game. And that'll be the end of that. Unless there's a cloud on that Peddler, which would be awful, but nope, Ice Carver. I mean, I always care about more money. I'm Wayland. My money, my safety in the game is directly proportional to how much cash I have on hand. That's true. I mean, I like the new Blue Sun with like the saucy audacity added in, or the audacious audacity. Just because, you know, one of the things that the deck's always needed is like other ways to win. So let me just go get that Atlas. But the problem is all of the fast advance tools were influence rich, so it made it really difficult. So now we have an actual legitimate fast advance tool that good game, that is in faction, so it can create that backup escape. Take care. Alright, let's get another one. I would like to, like, put some, like, Sousa big band on the channel, but I just know that every single piece of music on the face of the planet Earth trips the YouTube copyright thing, even like public domain classical. Andy. Alright. I don't like this opener. We don't have any money. Hey, I guess that's better. Good luck, have fun. The good news is I don't think our opponent can break this turn one. But they are going to just get free money. See, I don't really see this music as earworm. It's such great background music for me. Sneak door beta. What is life? Okay, well, Rutro. We're on the razor's edge here. Are we gonna get double siphoned? No, we're not gonna get double siphoned, okay. We need to protect our money. We can still get sneak doored, of course. But we've only got a couple of more turns here. Or we've only got one more turn to kill them. Where is Boom? Because this is getting pretty out of hand. Because there goes our tagging opportunity. Which stinks. But maybe, just maybe, we've set ourselves up. So we're going to do the hostile, and then we're going to see if we can get a Jackson on the table and Audacity the first Atlas. Let's draw. Let's get rid of the consulting visit for now. We have a lot of money. That's still something we have a lot of. So let's put this in a new remote. I know I can just get inside job before anybody says it. I want to see what our opponent's working with. A femme. Five subs. What is life? Give me that sweet Atlas token. We really need both pieces of ice. Can we afford to lose Hunter Seeker? I don't know. What do people think? What's the drop here? Maybe it's Audacity, but I really want to try to keep that in hand as a potential closing option. Yeah. All right. It's amazing to me. One of the things that always kind of tempts me back to Blue Sun is that, like, when you can get set up like this, you can just create just misery for your opponent because you can shut off all the centrals. The ice is constantly in flux, you know, and it just creates this really, really interesting dynamic. All right, so our opponent is very broke. So we're going to do new remote. We're going to put the Atlas in it, and we're going to advance it once. And we're going to just keep on jamming because most people think of Blue Sun as a kill. A lot of people who play it all the time know that Blue Sun is really more of a rush with the kill threat. So you force people to try to keep up with you so you can't score out. And then by doing that, you make it so that the kill is enabled. Too many people get focused on the kill, and then runners just hang back and set up. Yep, there it is. Okay, so in you come. What is our play here? Is it Hunter Seeker? But what to Hunter Seek? Because we still don't have a Jackson. I guess probably just Aaron. So now we actually know that there are inside jobs in the deck, which is also super important information. There's Rosetta. I love Rosetta. I think it's a really solid play. Alright. So let's draw. We're not in a super hurry. And then let's put this in server 2 and advance it once, like we're dummies. And then if they go for it, we kill them. Oh yeah, come on in, man. Come on in. You can have it. It's all yours. Just for you. Oh yeah. Whoopsie. Oh right, fucking mid-season is in the bin. We're just... I need a Jackson. This deck only runs 2 of them. We can still win. We just really need to get Jackson in our hands so that we can get our kill card back to where it can be atlased. Oop, looks like I lost a lot of viewers on that play. There's a Fem. Oh, please. Please run it. Please run it. Okay, now I won't res it. We're probably just gonna lose. Come on, Jack. I mean, I don't want to use our Atlas counter to get Jackson, but maybe that's the right play? And Film Critic. F it. Our opponent is, like, running away with the game. I do like the Rosetta thing where you can use Rosetta to like chain Fems into each other as long as you have more than one, which is really cool. Alright, so let's get back. MCA informant, mid-season replacements, and Hunter Seeker. And then let's put a MoGo on server 2. And then put a Mother God with the Hive Mind behind it. Okay, so server 2, install, advance. We are working hard. All right, so the kill is back on. Test run. A femme. Oh, that's cute. Gotta at least make it so they can't do this twice. So now our opponent is probably deciding if they want to inside job archives or not. It might be. It might be worth. Big ice all day. This is an interesting game we're having. I'm really enjoying this game. Okay, so let's do some math. In order for this to get up, they're going to need 12 credits just to get up to strength. So I think we're fine here. Come on in, the water's fine. Let's res it. Because... oh, right, it has all 3 types. I mean, that's still good. I'll still take that. MCA informants probably not doing a ton for us. So I think we just jam. Yeah, I think we just jam out. Because any one of our servers is just like mud for our opponent. Damara. That's an interesting play. If they go HQ, I just res the Nigma. Okay, so this is Code Gate and Sentry, and they have $0. So we just res Mother Goddess. And they can't break it. Mother Goddess, saving our bacon. Good game. Alright, let's find another one. Lieutenant Dan live stream. All my strats are next level. They're just all on like a really crappy level. Good luck, have fun. Things are gonna get weird. Oh, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and do R&D, HQ, Oversight, and then you can have your Temujin bucks on Archives. Big money, no whammy, no employee strike. Leela? Yep. Because we're going to have a lot of unrest stuff. There's the employee strike. There's the cash. Where's the Rosetta? Well, things are weird. I mean, having this on HQ in the early game against criminals is not the end of the world. We just need to, we need to find an agenda so we can clear that lovely current. Yeah, because they got no money. They can't do anything to us. We just need to find an agenda. We just need like a hostile. Hostile's a pretty good one. Or we could just go for the kill. Let's put that global food down in a new server. Probably don't need the oversight. Let's do that. Alright, so I gotta do the mental math here. If they take that kitty money and then just hit 2 money cards, then we basically lose. The turn 1 employee strike against Blue Sun is pretty strong, turns out. So if they get up to 12, they are currently effectively at 14. And we need to stick 2 tags. So if we play the base, it's a trace of 6. So if we add 10 to it, we're not going to have enough to kill them. Yep, so that's game basically. We need to be able to clear this current or we're just going to lose. Like this is the miserable thing about Blue Sun against Employee Strike Andy is if you can't get the Blue Sun ability off on the first turn, you'll never outmoney them. And our opponent has a 9-card hand, so if they're running probably 2 or 3 of them, we're just always gonna have a problem. Yep. So there goes our money. Don't hit boom, please. Thank you. Okay. I guess we gotta get MCA informant on Aaron. Let's put that on HQ. Actually, what am I doing? No, I mean, I can't Audacity right now. We gotta get rid of Aaron. We're in rough shape. They're just gonna hold that same old thing to recur employee strike, so we're gonna have to score twice to get rid of it. We can't do very much here. I don't know. I don't know what my out is. Alright, so we've got the agenda now at least. But all of our oversighted stuff is gone. A lot of our big ice has been broken. But we have to take the outs that we have. And they're gonna bounce a piece of ice. So then we gotta get rid of something. This is almost a like word for word thing that happened to me in the cut of DC Regionals, where I got employee struck turn 1 by an Andromeda Leela playing this keyhole R&D stuff, and it was just, they just opened me up like a can of tuna fish. Like I wasn't able to do anything. I mean, I might as well just open it up, because there's not a ton we can do. They're going to wait for us to oversight something, and then they're going to... they're just going to wait for us to either score something. They're not going to run otherwise. And then if I oversight anything, they will re-engage the employee strike. So I'll never get my blue sunbucks again. Like, this is technically perfect play from our opponent. Like, this is super good play, but it's just miserable for us. The thing that Blue Sun has always had a problem with is Blue Sun has a really, really hard time dealing with like a setup Andromeda. Rosetta is really good for this. Yeah, we're fucked. I want this list from our opponent, however. We got nothing. We are in some hot water here. Inversificator. What is life? Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I like that. Some number of mongoose. Oh, please run it. Oh, yeah. There's no point in me rezzing. I don't think we can do it, though. Alright, let's do the math. So, they have effectively 34 credits. So, if we pay 36, if we pay 30 into the trace, that's still, we're still $1 short of the kill. This is unreal. Oh. I mean, this is all we got. So let's just go ahead. Yeah, we got nothing. The only thing we can hope is that our opponent is bad at math. Yeah, I mean, we have no outs in this scenario. Like, we've got nothing. Like, the turn 1 employee strike against Blue Sun is just like death now. Because we'll never win a current war against an Andy. I'm going to take a look at this list. While we're waiting on that, this was kind of a weird stream. I lost a ton, but I'm trying to get back into kill, because kill is really where my deep, dark core part is. Yeah, thank you everybody for taking time out of your holiday if you're from the United States, or just your Tuesday if you're from another country. and hanging out with me and watching me play some Netrunner. All of this is possible thanks to the people who back me via Patreon. All of my expansion of my equipment, the green screen, the better lighting equipment, all of that is a part of, comes from that. So thank you, everybody. And if a monthly contribution isn't your thing, you can always just give me a tip using Streamlabs. There's a link in the show notes below. And everybody, have a good one. Let's take a look at this deck. Let's take a look. All right, give me a second. I'm copying and pasting all this. Yeah, Keyhole is like the ace of this deck. All right. So they got the triple cash, the Rosetta, 2 Katie Jones. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. We got a Mad Dash because we're on Keyhole. 2 same old things. 2 Aeneas Informants. 2 Aaron Maron. Yeah, it's really solid. But yeah, this looks good. Give it a shot. I'll talk to Mike and I'll see if he is willing to let me post it in the show notes. And until we see you all again, always be running.